Hello and welcome to quiz class. Today we have 100 questions on general knowledge. I'm your host Ellen, and here are our quiz class awards. Please let us know how you rank in the comments at the end. We'd love to hear it. And we will be looking at different categories. Our categories are picture questions, true or false, ancient Greece, Roman Empire, ancient China, and the British Empire. So let's get ready to test your knowledge with our picture questions. How many people can the Sydney Opera House accommodate in its concert hall? 2,679, 5,738, or over 25,000? 2,679 people. Who built the Colosseum Amphitheater from 70 to 72 AD? The Greek Empire, the Ottoman Empire, or the Roman Empire? The Roman Empire. Which of the following about Stonehenge is true? It's a prehistoric megalithic structure. It is made of soapstone, or its official name is stone rings. It's a prehistoric megalithic structure. In what country is the Lekki-Ikoyi link bridge located? Egypt, Iran, or Nigeria? Nigeria. When was the construction of the Basilica of St. Anthony in Padua, Veneto, Italy completed? 10 AD, 1300, around 1300, or 1632? 1310. What is the name of these towers in Baku, Azerbaijan? Flame Towers, the Lotus Towers, or Wind Sail Skyscrapers? Flame Towers. What is the total length of the Starry Most or Mozart Bridge? 1 mile, 2 miles, or 95 feet? 95 feet. Where was this picture of a fountain show taken? Las Vegas, London, or Moscow? Las Vegas. What is the Karlsruhe Pyramid? The tomb of the town's founder, an ancient pyramid found in Germany, or an entrance to an office the Secret Services used? The tomb of the town's founder. Question 10. Of what is this a photo? Arc of Augustus in Italy, the Champs-Élysées in Paris, France, or the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, USA? The Champs-Élysées in Paris, France. What is the name of this landmark building in Brussels, Belgium? Atomium, Ball Joint Building, or Magnesium? Atomium. Where is the Tower Bridge located? London, England, Paris, France, or Ravenna, Italy? London, England. What city is captured in this photo? Washington, United States of America, Rabat, Morocco, or Milan, Italy? Milan, Italy. The Palace of Westminster is adjacent to what? Arc de Triomphe, Big Ben, or the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Big Ben. This dome cathedral is located where in Latvia? Daugavpils, Jelgava, or Riga? Riga. And let's move over to some true or false. Juliana, a Great Dane from World War II, was awarded the Blue Cross Medal for urinating on an incessant bomb and extinguishing it. Is that true or false? This is true. Scientific research argues that Alexander the Great could have been buried alive due to a neurological disorder that might have left him paralyzed but still aware. This is also true. There were female gladiators in ancient Rome, and they were called Amazonians. True or false? This is false. A gladiatrix, or gladiatrices for plural. Xing Shi was the most successful pirate among ladies. False. She was the most successful pirate in history. The Olympic Games held competitions in the fine arts from 1912 to 1948. True or false? This is true. Napoleon Bonaparte was attacked by a group of bunnies. This is true. Cleopatra was of Egyptian descent. False. She had Greek descent. Ketchup was sold as medicine for an upset stomach in the 1830s. True or false? This is true. Abraham Lincoln was a boxing champion with one loss out of the 30 boxing matches he competed in. False. He had only one loss out of 300 matches he competed in. After his presidency, George Washington opened a whiskey distillery. This is true. Only 6 of the 2,000 witches accused during the Salem witch trials were ever burned at the stake. False. None of them were burned at the stake. President Zachary Taylor passed away from an overdose of cherries and milk. True or false? This is true. The 7th President of the United States, Andrew Jackson, had a pet parrot named Polly, and Polly was taught to curse like a sailor. This is true. The famous brunch cocktail Bloody Mary was originally called a Rosy River. False. It was originally called a blood bucket. Athletes performed in dresses during the ancient Olympics. True or false? This is false. They actually performed naked. And let's move over to ancient Greece. For question 31, what were the Greeks known as before becoming part of the Roman Empire? Barbarians, Hellenes, or Sparta? Hellenes. Which goddess were the Greeks supposed to pray to for victory in the Olympic Games? Nike, Hera, or Athena? Nike. Who was the first to propose that the earth is round among the ancient Greek scholars? Socrates, Plato, or Aristotle? Aristotle. Where did the marathon race originate according to Greek history? From Olympia to Delphi, from Marathon to Athens, or from Athens to Sparta? From Marathon to Athens. What invention is credited to the ancient Greeks that made food grinding possible? Windmill, watermill, or steam engine? Watermill. Which ancient Greek philosopher is said to have used an early version of the alarm clock? Plato, Protagoras, or Pythagoras? Plato. Where is the origin of modern democracy believed to be in ancient times? Athens, Rome, or Sparta? Athens. What was the significance of the courtyard in Greek homes? It was a place for public gatherings, it was used for outdoor games, or different rooms were built around it for specific purposes. Different rooms were built around it for specific purposes. When were the Olympic Games first conducted at the Greek city of Olympia? 776 BC, 3 BC, or 482 BC? AD, excuse me. 776 BC. Who ran 26 miles from Marathon to Athens to announce the defeat of the Persian army by the Greeks in 490 BC, just to collapse afterwards? Sulla, Pheidippides, or Plato? Pheidippides. Where were 12 important gods and goddesses believed to have lived according to Greek mythology? Mount Everest, Mount Olympus, or Mount Vesuvius? Mount Olympus. What is the Greek word for city-states? Athena, metro, or polis? polis. When did Greece become a part of the Roman Empire? 1000 BC, 776 BC, or 146 BC? (146 BC). What activities were men and women typically engaged in within their respective sections of Greek homes? Men and women shared all activities, they had separate homes, or men invited friends to dine while women spun and weaved. And the last one is the answer. How often were the Olympic Games held in ancient Greece? Every 4 years, every 40 years, or every 400 years? Every 4 years. And let's move over to the Roman Empire for question 46. What was the name of the city founded by Romulus on the Palatine Hill? Athens, Rome, or Sparta? Rome. Who was the founder of the Roman Republic after the revolt against Tarquin the Proud? Julius Caesar, Lucius Junius Brutus, or Romulus and Remus? Lucius Junius Brutus. In which war did Rome ally with Carthage before becoming foes in the struggle for Mediterranean dominance? The Latin War, the Punic Wars, or the Pyrrhic War? The Pyrrhic War. Who commanded the city's forces in Carthage during the First Punic War? Hamilcar Barca, Scipio, or Hannibal? Hamilcar Barca. And we are at question 50. What was the name of the city founded by Romulus on the Palatine Hill? Again, we have this question. Rome, Carthage, or Athens? Rome, you get a freebie. Let's go to question 51. Which war made Rome dominant in Italy by 275 BC? Roman War, Pyrrhic War, or Latin War? The Pyrrhic War. In which battle did Hannibal inflict the worst defeat in Roman military history? Battle of Alesia, Battle of Cannae, or Battle of Carthage? Battle of Cannae. Which Roman general is considered one of the great military geniuses of the ancient world for defeating Carthage in 149 BC? Hannibal, Julius Caesar, or Scipio? Scipio is the answer. What battle in 52 BC confirmed Roman domination over the Celtic Gauls and expanded their territories? Battle of Alesia, Battle of the Celtics, or Battle of Teutoburg Forest? Battle of Alesia. In which battle in 312 AD did Constantine receive a vision from the Christian God leading to the advance of Christianity? The Battle of the Catalonian Plains, Battle of Heraclea, or Battle of Milvian Bridge? The Battle of the Milvian Bridge. What architectural technique did the Romans use that contributed to their mastery of construction? Concrete, marble, or scaffolding? Concrete. What is the name of the period from 96 AD to 180 AD known as the Roman peace, the time of the five good emperors, or the Great Roman Civil War? The time of the five good emperors. Who was one of the five good emperors during the Roman Empire? Caligula, Nero, or Trajan? Trajan. And we are off to question 59. What was the length of the bridge built by Trajan across the Danube to fight the Dacians? 135 meters, 1,135 meters, or over 11,000 meters? 1,135 meters. Which battle in 9 AD probably stopped Rome's expansion at the river Rhine? Battle of Arbitras, yes, Milvian Bridge, or Teutoburg Forest? The Battle of Arbitras. Let's move over to ancient China for question 61. How long have people lived in the area we know today as China? About 1,700 years, less than 2,000 years, or at least 1.7 million years? At least 1.7 million years. Which ancient Chinese civilization left no written records and is still a mystery to scholars? The Qin dynasty, Sanjing-Dui civilization, or the Xia dynasty? The Xia dynasty. What did the first emperor of the Qing dynasty surround his tomb with, making it difficult for archaeological expeditions? Rivers of toxic mercury, precious gems, or gold coins? Rivers of toxic mercury. Which Chinese emperor is infamous for his bad poetry and is accused of plagiarism and hiring ghostwriters? Kang Shi Emperor, Zhai Long Emperor, or Yongle Emperor? Zhang Long Emperor. What was the social status of merchants and traders in the Confucian hierarchy in ancient China? The highest class, the middle class, or the lowest class? The lowest class. What was the purpose of eunuchs in the Forbidden City during the Ming Dynasty? Servants, spies, and workers in the emperor's harem, scholars and advisors, or military commanders? Servants, spies, and workers in the emperor's harem. How were Chinese coins carried for easy transportation before the Republican era? In baskets, threaded on a string, or stored in pouches? Threaded on a string. What is the name of the script developed by female peasants in the 19th century in Hunan province to communicate with each other? Traditional Chinese script, simplified Chinese script, or Nushu, women's script? Women's script, Nushu. Who discovered the blood circulated around the body in a loop, a concept already known to Chinese scientists from around the 2nd century BCE? William Harvey, Isaac Newton, or Galileo? William Harvey. What was the significance of the queue hairstyle in ancient China? It was a sign of rebellion against the government. It was a fashion statement, or it was a symbol of loyalty to the government. It was a symbol of loyalty to the government. Who declared himself as the younger brother of Jesus Christ during the Taiping Rebellion? Confucius, Gao Zhu of Tang, or Hong Zhu Quan? Hong Zhu Quan. What were Hebei province called before? Jiaoji province, Wuchang province, or Zhili province? Zhili province. What was the capital city of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom established by Hong Zhu Quan? Nanjing, Chengde, or Beijing? Nanjing. What was Hongzhou referred to by Marco Polo and Ibn Battuta during their visits to China? A small village, an ugly backwards town with rude people, or the greatest city in the world? The greatest city in the world. During which Chinese dynasties were sea trade policies enforced to restrict foreign interference? Han and Yuan dynasties, Ming and Qing dynasties, or Tang and Song dynasties? The Ming and Qing dynasties. And let's move over to the British Empire. When did the British Empire begin? In the 16th century, in the 17th century, or in the 18th century? In the 16th century. Which sub-Saharan African country was the first to gain independence from the British Empire? Nigeria, South Africa, or Sierra Leone? Sierra Leone. What was the last significant colony of the British Empire? India, Canada, or Australia? Canada. Under whose rule did the British Empire begin? Elizabeth I, Henry VIII, or Victoria? Elizabeth I. Question 80. How many people did the British Empire rule over? 200 million, 400 million, or 600 million? $400 million. When was India directly ruled by Britain? From 1757, 1857, or 1957? From 1857. What was India known as under British rule? British Raj, Mongol Empire, or Indian Empire? British Raj. Why did the British government need cheap labor after the abolition of the slave trade? For the Industrial Revolution, for construction, or for agriculture? For the Industrial Revolution. Where were many Indian laborers sent to work after the abolition of the slave trade? Across the world, only in India, or to Europe? Across the world. What was the British Empire's biggest civilian merchant fleet used for? Connecting far-flung territories, exploration and colonization, or military operations? Connecting far-flung territories. Which dominion had the largest population within the British Empire in 1914? Australia, Canada, or India? India. What issue is causing serious unrest in Ireland in the summer of 1914? Economic instability, home rule, or religious conflicts? Home rule. Which event led to the British government declaring war on Germany on the 4th of August 1914? The assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, Germany invaded Great Britain, or the trade dispute between the two countries? The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. What was the British Empire's wealthiest dominion in 1914? Canada, India, or South Africa? Canada. Sir Francis Drake began his circumnavigation of the world in 1577 and finished it in what year? 1578, 1580, or 1585? 1580. And we are now at our mystery round for question 91. And let's get to it. Which of the following statements about Greek gods is not true according to ancient Greek mythology? They had human qualities, they had more powers than mortals, or they were mortal. They were mortal. Ancient Greece was divided into city-states, which meant they had different laws and ways of life. They spoke different languages, or Athens and Sparta were not cities, but provinces. They had different laws and ways of life. Why did the ancient Greeks paint pictures on the pots they used? As decoration, increase in value, or to show what they are used for? To show what they are used for. What was the reason for making food sacks more colorful during the Great Depression? To attract more customers, to increase the price of food, or to help people remain fashionable? To help people remain fashionable. Which country was involved in the shortest war in history that lasted 38 minutes? Britain, France, or Israel? Britain. Question 96. What was the outcome of the Anglo-Zanzibar War? British victory, peace treaty signed, or Zanzibar victory? British victory. Which nation won the most medals in the tug of war at the Olympics between 1900 and 1920? The United States, Germany, or Britain? Britain. We are at question 98. When did the University of Oxford first open its doors to students? 1096, 1496, or 1896? (1096). Who was the most famous female serial killer accused of torturing and killing over 650 young women? Eileen Wuornos, Elizabeth Bathory d'Este, or Marianne Cotton? Elizabeth d'Este. What invention started the Industrial Revolution? Burning coal for energy, the industrial mill, or the steam engine? The steam engine. Our bonus question, which ancient civilization invented the alphabet around 1700 BC? Let us know the answer in the comments. Here we have our quiz class Einstein rewards. Again, let us know how you did. Thanks for playing this quiz, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.